March 21st, 2022. A normal afternoon in China. A routine flight, just like thousands of others. But within minutes, this ordinary journey would turn into one of the most disturbing aviation mysteries in modern history. At exactly 1:11 p.m., China Eastern Airlines Flight MU-5735 departed from Kunming. Its destination, Guangzhou, a short 2-hour journey. On board were passengers expecting nothing more than a safe, uneventful flight. And for over an hour, that's exactly what it was. The aircraft climbed steadily and reached cruising altitude at 29,000 feet. Everything was normal. No distress signals, no warnings, no signs of trouble. Until, at 2:20 p.m., something went terribly wrong. Without warning, the aircraft began to descend, not gradually, but violently. From nearly 30,000 feet, the plane dropped almost vertically. In just 1 minute and 35 seconds, it fell like a stone from the sky. This wasn't a controlled descent. This wasn't a glide. This was a free fall. The horrifying moment was captured on camera. A commercial passenger jet plunging nose first into the earth, something that should be nearly impossible. Within seconds, Flight MU-5735 crashed into a mountainous region surrounded by dense forest. There were no immediate survivors. The news shocked the world.
This is a breaking news update. A commercial plane has crashed. Emergency teams are on site battling flames.
Rescue operations are underway. We are seeing multiple casualties as teams work to secure the area.
We have breaking news. Reports of a major plane crash near Chicago.
Reports indicate multiple casualties. Looks severe.
We're getting unconfirmed numbers. Stay with us for updates on this developing story.
A China Eastern Airlines plane has crashed. Experts quickly noticed something unusual. This was not a typical aviation accident. Flight data revealed something even stranger. During the fall, at around 8,000 feet, the plane briefly regained altitude, as if someone tried to recover control. But seconds later, it plunged again. Weather conditions? Completely normal. Clear visibility, moderate winds, no storms. Weather was not the cause. Search and rescue teams rushed to the site.
Keep pushing forward. The signal is stronger ahead. I see movement over there.
Over there.
Roger, move and check it out. Watch your step. The mud is deep here.
But heavy rain, thick mud, and rough terrain made the operation extremely difficult. Eventually, one of the black boxes was found, damaged on the outside, but possibly intact within. It was sent for analysis. The answers might lie inside. Experts around the world were stunned.
Agreed. The graph shows a sharp pressure drop. Check the map. The trajectory veers off course here. Rerouting to the alternate. Stand by. The telemetry shows a critical altitude drop before the stall. Confirmed. The pitch angle exceeded safe limits by 15 degrees. Look at the engine thrust curves. A structural failure may have followed.
Because this kind of descent is almost unheard of. In most failures, planes glide, but this plane fell vertically. What could cause this? A catastrophic mechanical failure, engine malfunction, structural breakup, or something more disturbing? Some experts believe this may not have been an accident.
Flight 207, en route to the coast, suffered a catastrophic failure. A second plane crashed in the jungle, engulfed in flames.
But an intentional act. A controlled nosedive, possibly initiated from inside the cockpit. History has seen similar cases. Flights like Egyptair 990 and Silkair 185. Both ended in intentional crashes. Could MU-5735 be another such case? Some questioned the aircraft itself, but this was a Boeing 737-800, a model known for reliability. Unlike the controversial 737 MAX, this aircraft had a strong safety record. As answers remained unclear, conspiracy theories began to spread. Blame shifted across nations, and narratives became more extreme. But without evidence, they remained speculation. Despite tragedies like this, air travel remains one of the safest forms of transportation. Statistically, plane crashes are extremely rare. But MU-5735 remains a mystery that shook the world. A normal flight turned into a nightmare in seconds. The question still lingers: what really happened inside that aircraft? Inside the aircraft, life felt completely normal. Passengers were relaxed, some scrolling on their phones, others resting, unaware that in just minutes, everything would change. In the cockpit, experienced pilots were in control. No distress call was made, no emergency code transmitted, just silence. A silence that investigators would later find deeply unsettling. 2:19 p.m., everything normal. 2:20 p.m., sudden descent begins. Within seconds, the situation becomes unrecoverable. What happened in those final moments? Modern aircraft are built with multiple backups. Even if one system fails, others take over. For a plane to drop like this, multiple systems would need to fail simultaneously, an extremely rare scenario. Could the aircraft have broken apart mid-air? If both wings failed or the structure collapsed, a vertical fall might be possible. But no mid-air debris field was reported, which raises more questions than answers. Aviation history shows sometimes the greatest threat is not the machine, but the human controlling it. Since past incidents, cockpit doors are designed to stay locked. If someone inside decides to take control, no one outside can intervene. In emergencies, pilots send a Mayday call, but here, no distress signal was ever sent. No warning, no communication, just silence. Flight data suggests a brief moment of recovery. At around 8,000 feet, the plane climbed slightly. Was it an attempt to regain control or a struggle inside the cockpit? On the ground, rescue teams battled against time. Heavy rain, mudslides, and dense forest. Every second lost meant fewer chances of answers. The impact was devastating. The aircraft left behind a deep crater. Debris scattered across the hillside, a powerful indication of the speed and force of the crash. Investigators searched desperately because only one black box is never enough. The cockpit voice recorder could reveal the truth, but finding it was a challenge. In Beijing, experts began decoding the recovered data. Every second, every sound could hold the key to solving the mystery. Would they hear confusion, a struggle, or something far chilling? Complete silence. The world watched closely. Aviation experts, governments, and millions of people waiting for answers. Investigators compared this crash to past incidents, looking for patterns, looking for similarities, looking for truth. Could stress, mental health, or personal issues have played a role? It's a difficult question, but one that cannot be ignored. Two possibilities remain: a catastrophic accident or a deliberate act. Both terrifying, both rare. Sometimes, even with data, the full truth remains out of reach. Every day, thousands of flights take off and land safely. But incidents like MU-5735 remind us how fragile certainty can be. This wasn't just a mystery, it was a tragedy. Lives lost, families broken, questions left unanswered. In aviation, every second is recorded, but sometimes even the truth disappears in the fall.